All right. Welcome to the Locker Room Chat, another award-winning edition, and we are pleased to have in studio tonight the Clinton Middle School Lady Hawks basketball team. Get them all on there? Yeah. And, also, the head coach of the Lady Hawks is Kristen Land. And Kristen, thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for having us. We're excited to be here.
You're welcome. Yeah, I can tell the girls are excited. And wow, just congratulations on a great season.
Yep, thank you. We had a really good season. You know, very pleased with how it went. Wish we could have went a little bit further, but excited at how far we made it this year.
All right, Dylan, if you could go back to those Lady Hawks. When you get a chance there, we'll go back to them. And the Lady Hawks, outstanding season. The girls, I just want to congratulate y'all on an outstanding season. I really enjoyed watching y'all play. It's just I checked out about 3 or 4 games this year, and it just really have a really good team. You had an outstanding season. Once again, I know you didn't get. You was one step away from going to the state, and I know you would like to make the state tournament, but y'all really had an outstanding season, and I saw a lot of games, 3 or 4. You needed more home games, so I have to get on Coach Land about that, but you only had like 5 home games this year and about 10 road games or so.
Yeah.
But
the way our district worked out this year, we ended up playing everybody only one time, and so we've got a 9-team district that gave us 4 there, and then we picked up 1 extra. Mm-hmm. So it was very much on the road this year. A lot of games. We ended up playing 28 games this season, and only 5 of them at home. So we traveled a lot.
How many games?
28.
28 total.
Yeah, we finished 20-8. That includes preseason. We had a small tournament there in the middle, and postseason, everything. We finished 20-8 this year.
Now, talk about the district you're in.
The district we're in is really tough. You know, a couple years ago, teams were beating us by 20, 30, 40 points, and then this year we came out and we beat everybody except one. You know, we got a 9-team district. We play Seymour, Sevierville, Horace Manor, Carpenters, Heritage, Alcoa, Maryville. So we do a lot of traveling, nobody close to here, but go out. It's really good competition. We had a lot of really close games within our district this year, and I was really proud of the way that we came out and were able to win a lot of those close games that we played. So
I know the district's changed. It's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
We used to play more local teams, but since they went to where you have a state tournament format type, maybe even before that, they sort of put the schools and put them in with classification, like attendance, a number of students you have.
Yeah, they base it off of the number of 8th grade students that have an enrollment, and so they realigned the districts 3 years ago. This is our 3rd year within this district, and I think they realign it every 4 years. So we've got 1 more year for sure, and then they'll take a look at the numbers and see where everybody lands for that next year.
Okay. We're visiting with the head coach of the Clinton Middle School Lady Hawks, Kristen Land, and Kristen, once again, thank you for being here, and just tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. Well, I teach 8th grade math at Clinton Middle School. Got 4 kids, my husband JT, and we just hang out. I've been coaching basketball and softball. I think this is my 6th year as the head coach of the basketball team. I was the assistant for a few years before that, and coached softball as well there at the Clinton Middle School, and just very sports oriented at my house. My kids play a lot of sports, and we're always on the go. So,
right, that's what I was going to say. You have your family's really a sports family, and I know you got a little one there now.
Yeah.
How old's your youngest?
She's 3. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got everybody in the house from 14 down to 3. So.
What's your 3-year-old's name?
Zane.
Zane. Okay.
Yeah, Zane.
So you're sticking with the Z's.
Yeah, I
right?
did. Yeah, 4 kids, all with letter Z's.
And I know Brian, and I know your family also, not only sports, but just Christian-based family. I know Brian is involved with Athletes in Ministry.
Yeah, that's my kid's dad and my husband, JT. he used to coach, baseball at the high school, helped do that and stuff. And so just a lot of, he's very sports oriented. Then, the kids and their father, everybody, we like to do a lot of sports stuff.
What's your other kid's name?
I got Zavy. She's a freshman at Clinton High School. She plays volleyball. And I've got Zayden. He is a 7th grader at Clinton Middle School. He played for the boys basketball team. And Xander is in 4th grade at Clinton Elementary, and he played this year for the Blaze basketball team. So everybody involved in something.
That's awesome. That's great. The phone lines are open, as you can see her out there on the screen. Give us a call if you'd like to talk to Coach Land, question or comment, or some of her student athletes. You just got a great group of girls at Clinton Middle School
we do.
This year.
Yeah, really pleased at our team dynamic this year. Everybody gets along really well. We had a great season. They're really good students first. I'm looking at grades and stuff, which we keep up with a lot and stuff. They're all A, B honor rolls. So we got really, really good academics, and then you come to practice and they're willing to put in the work. So really good athletes that we've got this year, and just all around really good girls.
Right. If you would go ahead and talk about the season this year that you had. Starting out with the preseason
Starting
tournament.
out at our preseason tournament, it was a little rough. We played 6 games down at Eagleton, and we went 3-3 there. And 2 of the games that we lost were teams that are in our district. So we were a little bit, wondering how this season was going to go after those couple losses. But as soon as we got done with that preseason tournament, we jumped straight into district games because we have so many. There's not a lot of wiggle room for extra games. So we go straight into district games, and we were beating everybody. I mean, we come out and we started the season, I think, 6-0 in the district, and just looking really good. Just coming out and beating everybody.
It's a very tough district too, as you mentioned earlier. Was it Maryville and
Maryville? Heritage is they're the ones that ended up winning our district this year. They were really good. Like I said, a few years ago, we're getting beat by 30 points to Carpenters and stuff, and this year we came out and we beat them by 20. So that's always a really good feeling when you can do something like that.
Y'all beat Heritage at home, right?
We beat Heritage at their place. That was an away game.
Okay.
We beat them down there at their place in a close game, and they're one of the ones that beat us in the preseason. That was our very first preseason game, was against Heritage, and they got us by, I don't remember what it was, 10 or 12 points or something. Then we go into their place, and we're able to beat them down there, and then met them again for the district championship.
So a lot of those schools are traditionally tough when they get to high school.
Right.
With your Heritage, Maryville, a lot of the schools you were playing, William Blunt, those teams pretty good on the other side of the district.
Right.
And so that's a compliment to your team, the girls that was able to. Did y'all win the regular season?
We ended up tied for first, but the team that we had tied with, they had beaten us, so we got the 2nd seed going into the district tournament.
Who defeated?
Seymour. Seymour was the number 1 team going into the district. They beat us at their place. We had a couple girls out to quarantine at that time, and just kind of a rough game. So we beat everybody else in the district, so we finished 7-1 regular season district games that counted towards the tournament seeding, and that got us a number 2 seed.
I believe y'all eliminated Seymour right in the tournament.
No, we ended up the first round we had Alcoa. And that was a really tough game that was much closer to our season against Sevierville.
Oh, Sevierville.
Sevierville, yeah. That was a really, really good game that we came out and played really tough defensively and were able to beat them.
I believe I saw y'all play them at home.
Yes, probably. That was a really close game at our place, too. It was an exciting game and went into overtime, and we ended up winning by 4 there at home.
Right, a lot of really good teams in that district, and you went into the tournament and you ended up runner-up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that advanced you to the
sectionals. Yep.
The section. It only took 2 teams.
The top 3 teams get to go to sectionals. Okay. Yep. And so we went in playing against another one of the areas and finished. Since we went in as the 2 seed, being the runners-up, we played against the number 3 seed from their area, which was Greenville. And so we went in. That was a really close game. We were down by, I think, 4 at halftime. And then we came out, and one of our girls, Allie York, lit it up in the 4th quarter. She had 5 threes and what felt like 5 back-to-back possessions that just in a row. And so 5 threes there, and we ended up winning by 12 or 15. So it was a good game. And then that put us against the defending state champions, Liberty Bell. in that next game, and we were right there with them until halftime, down by 2 or 3 or 4, something like that, and I think we ended up losing that one by 12 or 15, something like that.
Do you know how they were doing in the state?
Liberty Bell got put out. They won the next round, and then they got put out. So they're down to the last 4 teams now. They play Friday, those top 4 teams, to figure out who the state champion's going to be.
So you take 8 teams to the state?
They only take 4, so we would have needed to win 2 more to make it to the state championship, to get to go out there to Middle Tennessee to play for the state championship.
Okay. So after the Liberty Bell, did they play?
They ended up playing Heritage. Liberty Bell did after. Yeah, Heritage had won their game, and then when it comes together, it ended up Liberty Bell and Heritage, and Liberty Bell beat them by 12 or 15 points again. So.
Once again, a really good season.
Thank you.
For the Lady Hawks of Clinton Middle School. It's one of the best teams, girls teams I've seen at Clinton Middle in quite some time.
Yeah.
I think even one of the current players, Mom played back in the day. I saw her play.
Yeah. I know this is, like I said, I've only been coaching there for like 6 years. I've been at the school for 10 years, and I know it's the best team that I've seen there at the school in those 10 years. So really exciting stuff. Really good athletes coming through Clinton Middle School right now. We're really pleased.
You was the head coach for the last 6 seasons?
Yes.
And assistant before that?
Yeah, 2 years before that.
You coach any other sports?
Yeah, softball. So softball tryouts are next week, so we got to get like a 2-week break there after basketball before softball, and then jump right back in.
I know a lot of these girls play softball.
We do,
as well.
yeah. We got a lot of them play softball. A lot of them do volleyball. We got one that does track. So we're very multi-sports oriented.
Right.
They play a lot of stuff.
Great group of student athletes.
For sure.
Clinton Middle. We got our first call tonight. Locker room chat. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead, Coach Watson.
Hey, John. How are you tonight?
Oh, doing great. How are you? This is Coach Lisa Watson, the assistant coach for Clinton High School Lady Dragon basketball, and I know Coach Watson. She used to coach there at Clinton Middle School, and this group of girls is probably the best team since you coached, I believe, that I've seen, I believe. Would you agree with that?
Hey, they are definitely a special group of young ladies. Yes, I do. I want to do a shout out to those middle school girls. They were fun to watch this year, and I think Coach Land and Coach Bradshaw done an amazing job with those girls. And I'm telling you, we are excited at Clinton High School about this group of girls, and we just think they're just fun to watch, and we just are so happy for them, and kudos to them, because, hey, if you can go on the road and win as many games as they did on the road, that speaks very highly of the caliber of players they are and the competitiveness that they have.
Exactly, and I went to some games this year, and I saw your staff there at every game I was there. You were there supporting these young ladies, and that's great to see Clinton High School come out and show your support for these girls.
Yeah, we try to get to as many games as possible, and we just got lucky this year to be able to come to some, mainly because we were quarantined some.
Right, yeah.
So we were able to actually come and watch a few more games than normal, but they were so fun to watch. I know Coach Phillips and I and Coach Dixon have talked so much about how we love their man-to-man defense and how we love their just getting after it kind of play. And we are just thrilled to watch those girls.
Yeah, I saw Coach Land this year. She put in that full court press was very effective. Maybe a 3/4 type press.
We got a lot of speed this year. A lot of girls that are really knowledgeable about basketball and really fast. We got several girls with long arms, so it made putting full court pressure on pretty easy for us, and that was something that led to a lot of easy points for us this season.
Coach Watson, I know the Lady Dragons got a big win last night. Y'all came from behind, 10 points down to win there in the last few seconds.
Yeah, they about gave me a heart attack.
Right, yeah, I bet.
A lot of character. Yeah, they showed a lot of character last night coming back. And from a 10-point deficit, we decided to play some basketball there in the last 5 minutes of that game. Big district win for us.
Mm-hmm. I know y'all got arch rival Anderson County coming up tomorrow night, and then you have the district tournament starting next week. What's your thoughts on going into the tournament?
Well, I'm thinking, we're hoping to be able to end up, depending on how our district plays out these next few days, we're hoping to end up in 4th place, which will put us in a good little seating area there. Win one game, make it to a region, so that's nice. Even if we don't end up in that, we end up in 5th place, we still feel like we got a good shot at making it to the region this year and seeing how we can do. This team, if they peak here at this district come together and play team ball like we played against Campbell County first round and have played in sports, I feel like we can make a run at it.
Right, I know y'all handled Central fairly easily last week, and then lost a tough one up at Campbell County Monday night. It may have affected you a little bit last night, but y'all think Lady Dragons, I think y'all have a good shot at getting to the region.
Yeah, we do, John.
You have some games be able to host a couple of games to get there.
Yeah, we're hoping to be able to host a few of those. Yeah, we're hoping to be able to host a game with a higher seed and get home court advantage. That would be a big help to us, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Coach Watson, I appreciate you calling in. Any more comments or questions?
Well, I just want to say a shout out to those Clinton Middle School Hawks. Go Hawks! What is it Cassie would say? Whoop, whoop!
Right, yeah. Whoop, whoop, yeah. Maybe Cassie will call in.
I hope so.
All right,
Way
thank
to go,
you.
girls. We're so proud of you guys. Coach Lance, we are so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach Watson.
All right, y'all have a good one.
We appreciate the support we've gotten from the high school this year. They did make it out to several of the 5 home games that we had. They came and supported us up at Sevierville, one of our tournament games, and just having them right there on our side and cheering for us. And they came over, and the high school players had written our players' notes before district tournament. They brought by some goodies and stuff. So to know that they're rooting for us and stuff, that's good. We
That's
appreciate
outstanding. That's great to see. I like to see that.
We appreciate it.
In any sport, the high school coaches being there for the middle school and even the younger youth kids, just make themselves visible and make the kids feel wanted. I think that's outstanding.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and take our first break, and we're going to come back and meet some of these Clinton Middle School Lady Hawks. I know they're anxious to talk to us, and so we'll be right back. You're watching the Locker Room Chat.
Roan Metals Group has been serving East Tennessee for decades. Locally owned and operated with convenient hours of operation. Roan Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing's too big or too small. Still have that clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Roan Metals Group are specialists in industrial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Roan Metals urges you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. A member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Roan Metals Group. Turn that scrap into cash.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-thru for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family. At Earl F. Subaru, providing exceptional customer service is what we do best, and we've got the awards to prove it.
We've been recognized as Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Love Promise Customer Commitment Award. And again this year, we also earned the Love Promise Community Commitment Award given for enhancing the areas we serve. At Earl F. Subaru, we're more than just a car lot. We're a retailer you can love and one that gives back to local causes. Check out our reviews that come to Earl F. Subaru.
Take I-40 to exit 356 to our brand new location on Gallagher Road in Kingston, or see our online specials at duffsubaru.com.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Life is made of moments. Moments to share. Moments that are special. And those that are everyday. How do we meet these moments for over 2 million people across 23 counties in East Tennessee? We will meet them not as just a group of hospitals, but as one community of care. Because this is about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health. For every moment.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is your gift destination. Shop the new plush selection for that special someone. We have Bath & Body Works popular fragrances and custom gift baskets too. Live and Let Live has a wide selection of gift and home decor for any occasion, from yard flags to selected jewelry, plus much more. We have Big Orange giftware always available year-round. And don't forget to enjoy a soda fountain treat while you shop. Live and Let Live Drugstore, Gift Shop, and Soda Fountain in downtown Rockwood.
Welcome back into the locker room. And we are visiting tonight with the Clinton Middle School Lady Hawks, head coach here, Kristen Land. And before we talk to some of these Lady Hawks, we're going to look at the district standings in high school basketball. It's almost tournament time, and it's my favorite time of the year.
It's fun. It's exciting. I'm looking forward to NCAA tournament time.
Right,
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, we missed that last year, the March Madness, and hopefully we'll have that this year. And, the state tournament for boys and girls. The girls started their state last year in high school and had to stop, right. And the boys never did get to go. But we got one. This is the last week of the regular season for high school basketball, and we're going to take a look at Class AAA boys and girls. And right now, this is the girls. The standings currently. Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats have wrapped up the district tournament, district regular season once again, 14-0, undefeated. You see Powell there, 12-2, really good team. Both those teams lost last night. That's sort of surprising. Lady Wildcats lost to Cleveland in a close game, and Powell also lost, I think, in overtime to Sevier County. So you look at Knoxville Halls, they're really improved this year, 10-4 in third. You have Campbell County there at 7-7. Clinton right behind them at 5-8. I know they split with Campbell County this year, so that's a possible matchup in the tournament. Carnes, they improved this year up to 4-9. Knoxville Central 2-11. Anderson County they're at 0-13, and the Lady Dragons and Lady Mavericks will play tomorrow night. I know Anderson County with the first-year head coach Nikki Anasicki, and have a very young team, and but they only get better as well. But that's a look at the girls district. So it's almost tournament time. So I know this year the tournament will be held at the higher seed of each school. So teams will not be coming to one site to play due to TWSA safety and regulations due to the COVID. So. There's a chance, Clinton looks like right now probably host Anderson County in that first round game. That will be at Clinton. And possibly after that, probably have to go on the road if they end up in fifth place. But but a chance there for the Lady Dragons to advance. Also, all the teams, it's tournament time. Anybody can win. So, all right, let's go ahead and meet some of these Lady Hawks. Some of these student athletes. Girls, if you would, just go ahead and introduce yourself. These are all 8th graders, right?
Yep, we're missing one tonight that couldn't be here, but we had 6 8th graders and 5 of them able to come out tonight.
These are all 8th graders, so let's go ahead and start there. Just introduce yourself and what position you played.
I'm Shelby Kelly, and I play post.
I'm Cadence Curley, and I'm a guard.
I'm Bailey Burrows, and I play post. I'm Ashanti Davis, and I'm a guard. I'm Allie York, and I'm a point guard.
Okay, Allie, just go ahead and hold that mic there. This is Allie York. Now, she's got some range on her.
She does. She does. Sometimes she thinks her range is a little farther than what it could be, but she's good. She lights it up from outside, and I was saying earlier, she got hot in our game against Greenville, hit 5 threes in that fourth quarter, couldn't be stopped, and she's been, draining it from downtown all year, so it's really helped our team. That was a big plus for us.
So is Allie, is she a 3-year player?
Allie's a 3-year player, 3-year starter for us, came in 6th grade, and really showed a lot of leadership. We were young her 6th grade year. We were starting four 6th graders that season, and she came in and really led the team, played point guard for us that season, and then came in and played for us last year. And then this year she's really stepped up to her game. She's been really good defensively, and like I say, she can shoot from downtown.
Well, Allie, talk a little bit about your game. Would you say that's your strength, shooting outside?
Yes.
Uh-huh. What is your range? You have
maybe a little bit far back behind the 3-point line, but
about
far.
WNBA range?
Yeah, she tends to stay 5 or 6 feet behind the 3-point line is where she likes to shoot from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is you have any? What's some of the things you need to work on?
My consistency. My attitude.
Attitude, that's good.
She's nailed it. Consistency and attitude would be good. She knows.
Do you play any other sports?
I used to, but I don't know more.
Talk about your time at Clinton Middle School. You're an 8th grader getting ready to go into high school. Just what's some of your favorite memories of being in middle school and playing for Coach Land and just going to school in general?
It was stressful 6th grade year, but once we started working together, it was better. But
you have good grades?
Yes.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math?
It's a good answer. She's in my class.
That's
a good answer.
Right. It's good to know the teacher, isn't it? Was she a little bit harder on you in class?
No.
She's not? Okay. Okay. Pass it over to Ashante. It's Ashante Davis. Ashante Davis. I really love this girl's game here.
Yeah.
She's left-handed.
Yep.
And she gets to the bucket. She is tough. She gets on that baseline, and she goes to work. I'm really impressed with your game, Ashante. Go ahead and talk a little bit.
Yeah, Ashanti is one of our main, people that drive to the basket. You can count on her for driving in and getting 3 or 4 layups a game, and then she gets to the free throw line a lot as well because she gets fouled going in there. This season, one of her favorite moves was driving that baseline for a reverse layup. She was able to get in there for that several times this season, and she's really strong for us handling the ball. She rebounds pretty well for a guard. So big things. She's another one that was here for 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. She was a 3-year starter. Coming in as a little 6th grader, and her game has really grown. She's got a lot of range from outside, too, that she doesn't end up shooting. She lights it up at practice, and then in the game, she gets that ball, and she's got to go to the basket, which I love.
Right. She's got a lot of big buckets. some of the games I saw are close. She got a lot of big
Yeah.
buckets for y'all down the
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah, she does. And like I said, she gets to the free throw line a lot, and there were several games that she'd be 5 of 6 from the free throw line, things like that. So a lot of big points for us this season.
Shantae, what's some of I know we went over some of your strengths, but what would you say your strengths are as a player?
I don't know.
Just handling the basketball.
Yeah, I like to drive. It's probably my favorite.
What's some of the things you might need to work on before you go to the next level?
I think I need to take more outside shots.
Work on your outside game a little bit more.
Yeah.
Did you make any threes this year?
Maybe one, but I don't think really.
Might have to get Allie to give you some tips.
Yeah.
When she gains the confidence that she needs to shoot from outside, she'll become a really big threat where they don't know if she's going to drive the basket or shoot from outside. So that'll be really big. And keep talking to her about working on the fact that she has a right hand on her body sometimes. If she'll go right a little bit too, she'll be unstoppable. She's got that potential.
So what's some of your favorite memories of being in middle school and playing sports and just going to school in general?
My favorite, I'd say, for basketball would definitely be this year. But
But that was fun going up to Kingsport and playing in that sectional.
yeah,
That was
it
a lot of
definitely
fun.
felt good.
Mm-hmm. What is some of you? Do you play any other sports?
No, just basketball.
Just basketball. Who's your favorite player? Do you have a favorite player in basketball, or it could be men or women, or
No.
would it be LeBron James or who's some of the younger players? Trey Young or?
No, I don't really watch.
Right. What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math as well. Do you have a Coach Land?
No.
Don't have her.
No, didn't end up with that one, but her teacher loves her. One of her best students, she says.
Who's your teacher?
Miss Boundy.
Miss Boundy? Okay. All right. Let's hand the mic over there to Baby. She didn't think I knew that, did she?
Do you know my dad?
I know your dad.
Of course.
That's you have a great nickname. This is Bailey Burrows, and Bay's her nickname, and she is a beast inside.
She is. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with, and give her a little bit more time to work on some of her post moves, and she's another one that she'll be unstoppable. She really improved dramatically this year from last year, and she had a couple really big games for us. That Sevierville game at home that we won in overtime, she had 23 points. They couldn't stop her inside, and especially overtime. So
Double.
yeah, I'm sure she's had several double-doubles this year getting in there. So
Yeah, I know your dad. He's a big softball coach, and I know you play softball as well. What would you say is your favorite sport? Is that a tough one?
That's a tough one.
Whatever's in season.
Whatever's in season, but I do both, even in the off season. But I'd have to say that basketball is probably what I would want to pursue further than high school, if I could.
What do you need to work on before you go to the next level?
Definitely like boxing out. Like I get a lot of rebounds, but I need to box out better. And my my free throw shooting, it's got a lot better since the beginning, but there was games where I went 0 for 12 on free throws. But I made up for it with the shots before, like the M1s, but
Yeah.
it adds up.
I believe that was one of the games I saw this year. He was struggling from the free throw line, but
Yep.
the next game I saw he was knocking them down. So
Yeah. There was times where I just asked Coach, I was like, can I just shoot free throws the whole practice?
Right.
I'm not trying to embarrass myself again.
Now you're an 8th grader. Who would you say? Would you say was the leader of the team this year? Was Was she the vocal leader, you think?
Probably vocally, yeah, definitely Bailey. She likes to, try to lead that way. Others are more quiet, lead by example, and Bailey's definitely talkative. She keeps us laughing, she keeps us entertained, and she's one that you can count on to get in there when things are tough, and she'll get in and play for you.
She get in their grill.
Yeah.
Get them fired up in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, singing. That's my favorite thing.
Singing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant, do you have any hobbies?
I mean, not other than sports. No, that's really my whole. Sports is everything right at the moment. I don't have no time for anything else.
Shantae, do you have any hobbies other than basketball? Or,
No, not really.
what about you, Allie?
No.
Other hobbies?
Shopping.
Shopping, there you go, yeah.
Most of these girls have already gone from, and even during the season, they tried out for their AAU teams, and they're already training and starting practicing and stuff, and they're ready for the AAU season, so they don't stop. They'll play that all summer and then jump right into whatever high school ball they're playing. So.
Okay, Bailey, what's some of your best memories of middle school?
Well, since I came here in like the middle of 6th grade, I wasn't here for the 6th grade season whenever they were like really struggling, but I'd say like seeing like from last year to this year how we started to work together more, like seeing us come together as a team, that was pretty cool whenever we started actually working together.
Mm-hmm. What elementary school did you go to?
South Clinton.
You went to South Clinton?
Yeah.
So you didn't play your 6th grade year at Clinton Middle?
No. I went to Grace Christian Academy for a little bit, and I played there.
Okay.
And then I came here in the middle of the school year.
What position do you play in softball?
I'm a pitcher and a third baseman.
I know Coach Sams, I'm sure he's excited to have you come out and play for him. He's an excellent coach.
Mm-hmm.
And, so you play pitcher and third base?
Yes.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math? I got
Got that one in class too. She's good.
got some math majors here. And
I love it.
do you have a favorite player, athlete?
For like the NBA, it'd have to be Kobe, and then Candace Parker has always been someone I looked up to since I was little.
Okay. All right. Who we have next?
Next we got Cadence.
Cadence
Crowley.
Cadence Crowley. Talk a little bit about Cadence.
This was Cadence's first year on the basketball team, and I'm telling you, I wish she had been there for all 3 seasons. She shows a lot of promise, and I really hope she continues playing. She comes in, she's very quick, and she gets after it defensively. She's a really big player defensively for us, and she was a cheerleader before that and decided to try basketball this season, and I know she's played some AAU, and I believe she played for the Clinton Blaze when she was in elementary school, so she's got some basketball experience and then came up, and like I said, I really wish she had been with us longer.
Cadence, what's some of your favorite memories of middle school? I know you as a cheerleader, and now this year played on the basketball team.
Probably like the practices and stuff because, I mean, we always used to have fun, but we always worked hard and stuff. So probably the practices with the girls and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. I used to be a cheerleader there at Clinton Middle. You cheered on these girls last year, I guess, right? And
well, I cheered for football season, and then I did basketball this year.
So you played for the Clinton Blaze?
Yes, I played for the Clinton Blaze my 6th grade year.
Did you play basketball when you were growing up in the youth leagues?
Yeah, I started playing basketball when I was like in 3rd grade.
Okay. What's some of your favorite memories of being in middle school?
Probably the practices.
Oh yeah, I think I just asked you that.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little older, so you have to excuse me. But what's your favorite subject in school?
I like social studies and math, but I really like social studies.
Do you have Coach Land in the
Yeah. Yeah, I've got her too. She's great. They all are, like I said, they're very good students, all of them, all around. And
who's a teacher in social studies?
I'm Mr. Karnowski.
Do you play any other sports or?
Really just basketball.
Mm-hmm. You looking forward to playing next year in high school?
Yeah.
Not going back into cheerleading?
No, probably not.
Uh-huh. Do you have a favorite? Do you have any hobbies?
Really, I just go to school and play basketball and hang out with my friends. That's really all I do, and hang out with family and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any favorite athletes you like to watch?
Not really. Not really.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's go to our next
Shelby Kelly there.
8th grader, Shelby Kelly.
Shelby's one of the fastest players that you'll see out on the course. She is an excellent defender. We came to a game there, that Heritage in the district championship, where we needed a player stopped, and Shelby's the one that we put on her, and she did. She stayed on her, and the girl, she shut her down that whole second half, which was really good. But she's one that she'll be down on the baseline, the ball's already at half court, and she will chase it down and get there and stop people. So she's an excellent defender, very fast, can jump super high, so she gets lots of rebounds. She's really good at boxing out, so she gets lots of rebounds.
Shelby, do you play any other sports?
I play volleyball.
Play volleyball? Uh-huh. I know y'all had a really good volleyball team this past season. You already started playing some more tournaments?
Yeah, we had our first tournament last weekend.
Uh-huh. Do you run track?
No. I hate to run.
You're fast, though.
Yeah, but I hate to run.
Well, I saw you play. You played at Clinton for the Lady Blaze, right?
Yeah.
I remember watching you play, and I was impressed with you then, and this year watching you play, and as Coach Land says, really good athlete. And what is some of your strengths you feel on the basketball court?
Probably defense. I've always been really good at defense.
Uh-huh. Did she guard usually the best player you
Yeah,
said?
a lot of times she'd end up on somebody that was, a little bit taller, but the fastest player out there. She'd get that one. Shelby can really shoot well from outside, too. In practice, she's another one. She'll light it up in practice from outside, and then in a game, I think she gets a little bit excited. But good things ahead for Shelby, too. If she sticks with basketball,
Right.
she's got lots of strengths.
Anything? What you need to work on your game? What do you think?
Probably my confidence is a lot, because that's probably why I don't shoot very well, because my confidence is pretty low.
You get a few baskets, and then that'll pick your confidence level up. And I know I've seen you score before. I know you can. And what is some of your favorite memories of Clinton Middle School?
Probably just coming out and showing the whole district that we're not bad as we were last year. And we're actually a team this year. Like, we work really well together.
How fun was this season?
A lot better than last year.
A lot more fun to win, I guess.
Yeah.
And what about the trip up to Kingsport?
It honestly wasn't that bad. It's always kind of fun to travel to play.
Well, that was fun, I bet. What's your what do you have a favorite subject in school?
Probably algebra.
She's another one of mine.
That algebra's pretty tough, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's good, though. She's another one. She's really good in the classroom.
Do you have a favorite teacher out there? Or? I heard, before you answer, I heard Mrs. Thomas a lot when y'all had the 8th grade night.
They all love Miss Thomas in 7th grade, yeah.
Miss Thomas, I know she's up there watching, and
she's a big supporter of our athletes and stuff, so they really enjoy.
Yeah, she keeps
her.
the book.
Yeah, she does. She keeps the book for our home games. And
Well, do you have a favorite athlete?
Not really. I really don't watch much, like actual professional ball, or college ball.
You looking forward to playing in high school?
Yeah.
Okay, girls. Thank you for being up here, and that's our first half. This is our 8th grade Clinton Middle School Lady Hawks, and we got the 7th graders coming up. So we'll be right back with them, and you're watching the Locker Room Chat.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood is the premier pharmacy service location. Let our professional staff help with all your pharmacy needs, answer your questions, or help with your medication management with our Medicine on Time packaging system. We also offer medication therapy management to ensure you're receiving maximum benefits from your medication. Diabetes care is available with one-on-one consultations, or you can attend one of our monthly diabetes information classes. Live and Let Live Drugstore in downtown Rockwood.
We treat you like family at RMG. Bring your junk, cars, aluminum cans. We'll buy it on the spot and we'll pay you a lot. We treat you like family at RMG. Yeah, we treat you like family at RMG. We treat you like family.
Rome Metals is located just off of Highway 27 between Harriman and Rockwood.
Life is made of moments. Moments to share. Moments that are special. And those that are everyday. How do we meet these moments for over 2 million people across 23 counties in East Tennessee? We will meet them not as just a group of hospitals, but as one community of care. Because this is about you, and it's about time. Covenant Health, for every moment.
At Earl F. Subaru, providing exceptional customer service is what we do best, and we've got the awards to prove it.
We've been recognized as Tennessee's only 9-time winner of the Love Promise Customer Commitment Award. And again this year, we also earned the Love Promise Community Commitment Award given for enhancing the areas we serve. At Earl F. Subaru, we're more than just a car lot. We're a retailer you can love and one that gives back to local causes. Check out our reviews and come to Earl F. Subaru.
Take I-40 to exit 356 to our brand new location on Gallaher Road in Kingston, or see our online specials at duffsubaru.com.
Muncie Pharmacy is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. They accept most insurances, so why go to the large chain pharmacies when you get better customer service at Muncie Pharmacy? Have a special prescription that needs compounding? Muncie Pharmacy can handle those needs as well. Muncie Pharmacy has a drive-through for your convenience and offers free delivery in the Oak Ridge area. And don't forget the gifts that we have available for all occasions.
Here at Muncie Pharmacy, we take the time to know you and treat you like family.
Welcome back into the locker room chat. Our guests are the Clinton Middle School Lady Hawks, and I'm here with the head coach of the Lady Hawks, Kristen Land. And Kristen, we got a call right here before we get to these other girls. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air.
Hello. I'd like to comment on the Lady Hawks.
Oh, certainly. Go ahead.
That's my dad.
It's Mr.
Just
Bridges.
wanted to
Yeah,
tell
go
Coach
ahead.
Land how proud we are of Coach Land and the job she's done this year, and just really proud of her.
Well, I know you are. She's done a great job, and not only this year but other years. You know, also a softball coach as well. So you have a right certainly to be proud, and also in the classroom as well.
Yes. Her mom and I, we talked about it. Kristen was always very passionate about sports. All of our kids were involved in sports in some form or fashion, but Kristen was the most passionate. She stuck with it. She practiced. She loved practice. She loved to succeed. I would come home from work and she would say, "Let's go out. I got to pitch. I got to go outside and pitch." And she made herself into a good softball pitcher. That was probably her real strength. So, just again, wanted to call and say how proud we are.
I know she probably really appreciates you, all the time you probably took with her growing up, and practicing with her and taking her to games and just supporting her.
Absolutely. My dad and I spent a lot of time in the gym at the local little community center that we had there playing basketball, and we'd be out in the backyard playing softball all the time, and we'd sit and watch sports together. We'd watch the Chicago Bulls games and Chicago Cubs games, watch a lot of basketball. My parents were very supportive. My mom ran me everywhere when I was little, everywhere.
I did want to say one thing to the girl who was a cheerleader before. Kristen was a cheerleader as well, and I tried to get her to join the basketball team, and finally in 8th grade she did, and then played 4 years of high school basketball and 4 years of high school softball, and also in college she played softball.
Right. I need to ask her that. Thank you for reminding me. But I appreciate you calling in, Mr. Bridges.
Well, thank you so much, and thank you for having her on. I know she's got a lot of family watching. We sent the word out to everybody, so the family is watching. And she comes from a big family, extended.
That's great.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Kristen, where did you go to school? I meant to ask you that.
I was born in Indiana. We moved down to Tennessee when I was in 2nd grade. We lived in Crossville, so I went to Cumberland County High School. And I played basketball and softball while I was there. And then I played softball for 1 year at Roane State, and then transferred to Tennessee Wesleyan in Athens and played 3 years of college softball down there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What position was you, a pitcher?
I was a pitcher. Yeah, in high school I played pitcher and first base. And then in college I was just a pitcher. Yeah.
That's great. We got about 10 minutes left in the show. Let's meet the rest of these Lady Hawks, the 7th graders.
Yep, all 4 of these are 7th graders. We'll be back next year.
Big part of your team this year.
Oh, for sure.
These 7th graders are special players. Really impressed watching them this year. And Josie, I know Josie will start out with Josie Moody. I know her family and just
they're a big sports family too. They're always out somewhere at a ball field or in the gym somewhere. Josie's a player who just keeps growing, and her arms and legs are so long. She's one that's really good. People try to pass the ball over the top, think they can get it, and she's got her go-go gadget arms that just reach up and get it. And we're counting on Josie next year to really be a big part of our team. She'll play a lot of point guard and hopefully do a lot of scoring for us next year, not last year.
Josie, what do you think about next season? How you think you can do? You think you can repeat the success you had this year?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the new 6th graders that will come in and help us out.
You're going to miss a lot of those 8th graders, though, right?
Yeah.
What is some of the things you need to work on in your game, you think?
Definitely me boxing out and shooting.
Shooting, I know you play other sports, so what other sports do you play?
Volleyball.
Volleyball. I hear you're pretty good in volleyball. Do you have a favorite sport?
No, not really.
Just whatever's in season? What is talk about some of the season this year, some of your highlights, you think?
I was definitely excited about how our team worked together this year and was able to come this far.
Now, do you have Miss Land in math?
No.
Next year. I'll get all of these next year.
8th graders.
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math. Do you have a favorite athlete?
No, not really.
You got anything to say about your big brother? Is out there watching?
No.
My brother graduated last year from Clinton.
Yeah.
He's played baseball for Coach Stacy. But you also play softball too?
No.
No.
We're trying to get her to play this year. She used to, and she was pretty good.
Trying to get her back.
Trying to get her back. Her friends are working on her.
Okay, Josie, hand that mic over to Addie Gamble?
Yep. Addie Gamble, she, well, along with, Shelby, she's one of the fastest players out on the floor. She's always getting after it. She played a lot of point guard for us this year. She sees the floor really well, can find the girls that are open and get them the ball. She's probably our leading player as far as steals and assists. She gets a lot of steals. She gets in there, and she's very tough out on the floor. She's going to drive to the basket a lot of times too, and she'll take the contact and she'll give the contact to the other players. She's not afraid of that. So definitely a good defensive player for us.
Right, Addie. I was impressed with your game this year as the point guard, and as a seventh grader, that's really impressive. You came on and ran the team as a seventh grader. What is the best part of your game, you think?
Defense is definitely my strength on the court, but I'm really good at driving. I just struggle sometimes of not getting offensive fouls.
Right. You play any other sports?
Softball and volleyball.
Okay. You have any favorite subjects in school?
Definitely math.
Math.
I love it.
And any favorite athletes?
No.
I remember your mother when she played, and she was a really good athlete in school. We're getting short on time a little bit. I get these other girls in. Talk to Laney Carmichael. I know your dad. And talk a little bit about Laney.
Laney is a beast under the basket, and she really came on strong. She had a great second half of the season. Her minutes stepped up a little bit when we got a couple girls out in quarantine, and she showed that she should be out on the court. She had a couple, probably 4 games in a row where she had a double-double, and she couldn't be stopped. She's one that gets to the free throw line a lot too, and she has her moments. Some games she'll go 8 for 11, and then she might go 1 for 6. But she gets the rebounds. She scores. She's good.
Laney, got anything you like to say? What's your favorite part of this season?
Well, I have something from last year, which was being manager.
Oh, you managed?
Laney was ineligible to play last season, so
okay.
she practiced with us. She dressed out. She warmed up with the team, but she was a really good water girl last year. She took her job seriously.
I know she shot the technicals too. She must be the best foul shooter.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, I was impressed with her game. Let's go with the next. Who's your next one?
This is Kinsley Hutchison. She is in 7th grade. She just came over. This is her first year with the team, and she's one that she runs track and does like shot put and things like that. So she's a very good multi-sport athlete. She was out for a little while with a broken thumb. She got.
We got about 1 minute left. Kinsley, what do you like? What do you need to work on in your game going into next year?
Probably definitely my handles. Gotta get the ball handling in there. Training on that.
You play any other sports?
I do track and cross country.
Okay, yeah. Would you like to give a shout out?
Definitely my mom for supporting me just through everything.
Laney, what about you? Shout out?
I don't really have one.
What about you, Addie?
Definitely my parents.
Okay, Josie.
My whole family.
We've got a really supportive group of parents all around. It's really, really appreciated.
Well, we're about out of time here. We have some calls. Sorry we couldn't take your call, and I want to appreciate, thank you, Coach Lamb, for coming in, all you girls for coming in. And
thank you.
You've been watching the Locker Room Chat, and we'll see you next week.